Most people know their blood type, but not what it actually means. You might know your blood type, but the real question is, do you know what it reveals about your body? From emergency medicine to immunity to ancient human survival, blood types play a much bigger role than people realize. So instead of just memorizing letters like A, B, AB, or O, let's look at what they actually mean for your health and your ancestry. And it all begins with the blood type most people carry. O positive is the single most common blood type on Earth, carried by nearly half of the population. What makes it so valuable is its flexibility. An O positive donation can be given to any Rh positive patient, whether they're A, B, AB, or another O. Because of that, hospitals use it constantly, especially in emergencies where fast decisions matter. From an evolutionary view, O types gained certain protections. The lack of A and B antigens reduces how easily malaria parasites can make red blood cells clump together. This lowered the chances of severe malaria in many ancient populations. However, this same structure comes with weaknesses. The exposed H antigen on O cells gives pathogens like the cholera and norovirus more opportunities to attach. And if O positive leads the numbers worldwide, the next type isn't far behind. A positive is the second most common blood type across the globe. Its red blood cells carry A antigens and the Rh factor, giving it a wide donation pool. A-positive individuals can safely receive blood from A-positive, A-negative, O-positive, and O-negative donors, making medical care much easier. Historically, type A became more common when humans shifted from hunting and gathering to settled farming communities. Early agricultural societies dealt with crowded living, new bacterial exposures, and sanitation challenges. The A antigen is linked to stronger immune defenses against certain bacteria, which help these communities survive. But every advantage has a downside. The same antigen that strengthens immunity in some ways can also increase the risk of clotting problems and certain cardiovascular issues. Now let's explore a blood type with a completely different geographic pattern. B positive is carried by about 10% of the global population. It's defined by the presence of B antigens and the Rh factor, giving it a wide donation pool. B-positive individuals can safely receive blood from B-positive, B-negative, O-positive, and O-negative donors, making medical care much easier. Unlike O and A, B-positive isn't evenly spread across the world. It's especially common in parts of Asia and the Middle East, but less frequent in many Western regions. That distribution reflects ancient migrations, trade routes, and environmental pressures that shaped where B antigens thrived. Research also shows that type B may respond differently to certain bacteria and viruses. Some infections pose less risk, while others may be more intense. There are hints that B antigens might also influence metabolism, particularly in how the body handles fats and carbohydrates. While B positive is already uncommon compared to O and A, the next type blends two antigen systems into one. AB positive is the rarest of the major Rh positive blood types. It carries both A and B antigens along with the Rh factor, making it the universal recipient. That means someone with AB positive can safely receive red blood cells from any type, A, B, AB, or O, whether positive or negative. Scientifically, AB is considered the youngest blood type. It likely emerged only a few thousand years ago when A-dominant and B-dominant populations began mixing more frequently. Because it is so rare, researchers value AB samples for studying genetic diversity. But it's not all advantages. The same antigens that give AB recipients broad compatibility also increase their likelihood of certain clotting or vascular issues. From the universal receiver, we shift to a blood type that saves the most lives in emergencies. O-negative is one of the most medically important blood types despite being carried by less than 7% of people. What makes it exceptional is the complete absence of A, B, and Rh antigens. Because it carries none of these markers, O-negative can be transfused into anyone, regardless of their blood type. This makes it the first choice in emergencies, trauma cases, and disaster situations where there's no time to run blood tests. Many lives are saved because O-negative is ready to use instantly. However, O types in general are more vulnerable to severe cholera and norovirus infections due to the exposed H antigen. And without the Rh factor, O-negative mothers may need monitoring during pregnancy to prevent complications for Rh-positive babies. From a universal donor, we move to a different, rare but medically vital type. A negative is carried by less than 2% of the global population. It has the A antigen but lacks the Rh factor, making its transfusion options limited. A negative individuals can only receive A negative or O negative blood, which means every donation is precious. From an evolutionary standpoint, the A antigen helped early farming communities survive bacterial threats, but the absence of the Rh factor introduces a unique risk. If an A negative mother carries an Rh positive baby, her immune system may produce antibodies that can harm the fetus. Today, medical treatment prevents this, but in ancient times, it could affect survival rates. Because it's rare, hospitals track A negative supplies closely to ensure patients who need it aren't left without options. Even rarer still is a blood type that combines B antigens with the absence of Rh. B negative accounts for about 1% of the world's population. It features B antigens but lacks the Rh factor. Because of the structure, B negative individuals can only receive B negative or O negative blood, making their donor pool extremely small. The geographic origins of B type trace back to ancient populations in Asia, with lower concentrations appearing in Europe, Africa, and the Americas. The lack of Rh factor further narrows its global presence. Studies show that type B may react differently to certain infections. Some pathogens may have had trouble attaching to its antigens, while others might find it easier. An evolutionary give and take that shaped where this blood type survived. Because B negative is so rare, its donors are considered high-priority contributors to blood banks. And now we reach the rarest major blood type of them all. AB negative is carried by fewer than 0.5% of people, making it the rarest major blood type in the world. It has both A and B antigens, but no Rh factor. This combination is extremely uncommon, turning it into a genetic outlier. In medicine, AB negative plasma is incredibly valuable, because it can be given to patients of any blood type, making it the universal plasma donor. However, AB negative red cells are much harder to match, since recipients must also lack certain antigens. AB itself is the youngest blood type, emerging from the blending of A and B lineages. Removing the Rh factor makes AB negative even rarer, representing one of the most unique antigen combinations seen in human populations. Now that we've explored each type, let's look at why these differences exist at all. Blood types didn't appear by accident. They evolved through thousands of years of disease exposure, migration, and environmental challenges. Each antigen acts like a biological marker that helps, or sometimes harms the body during certain infections. For example, type O offers some protection against malaria. Type A increases resistance to some bacteria but raises clotting risks. Type B shows different metabolic tendencies. Type AB reflects the mixing of once separate populations. No blood type is better. Each one carries strengths and weaknesses that made sense for the environment our ancestors lived in. Over time, these traits became part of our genetic identity. Understanding this history helps us see why blood types still matter today. Knowing your blood type is more than a fun fact. It plays a real role in your health and safety. In emergencies, your type determines which donations are safe. Certain conditions, like clotting disorders or digestive sensitivities, can be more common in specific groups. Pregnancy care also relies heavily on Rh compatibility to protect the baby. But beyond health risks, blood types keep hospitals running. Donors of rare types like O negative or AB negative are crucial in saving lives. Even common types like O positive are essential for maintaining steady supplies. Understanding your blood type helps you appreciate how your body works, what it might be more sensitive to, and how you can help others through donation. Your blood type isn't just a medical fact. It's basically your body's secret personality trait. Your blood might be guarding ancient secrets about your health and lineage that even you weren't meant to uncover. If that made you raise an eyebrow, hit subscribe and let's keep unraveling the weird stuff together.